If someone told this shy ginger kid, myself, that was scared to leave the house, let alone dance in front of other people at a party, that she will be able to become one of the best freestyle dancers in her country and then proceed to teach millions of people how to be comfortable dancing in social settings, I would have thought they were kind of crazy. Yet here I am. I'm the proof that you can be horrible at dancing and get to the point where you fix it, where your entire social life is different because of that one thing, you learning how to dance. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to do it so you can feel better on the dance floor for the rest of your life. And this is why I decided to learn how to dance. A little bit of backstory. I thought that if I can get good at something, aka dancing, that other people, when I'm at a party, they won't see me as this awkward, antisocial person. Maybe when I'm good at something, they will be interested in getting to know me and I'll be able to make friends easier. They would maybe admire me because I have the dance skills. That was what motivated me to start learning, because I was tired of feeling left out on the dance floor. And when I learned how to dance, listen, everything changed. Not only people were complimenting me while I was on the dance floor, what happened was, I remember at least 2 or 3 instances where people stopped me on the street in my town. And they came up to me saying that, oh, you're the dancer girl. I saw you at the club the other day. You're so good. I've had crushes who would never even look in my direction prior to knowing how to dance. Now they wanted to have everything to do with me. And this was crazy to think about. Like, I did not even expect it to happen to that extent, let alone, me participating in and winning dance contests. That I would never think that would be possible just by learning how to dance. It literally can change your life. My strategy that I've been using teaching thousands of clients over the past 20 years is based on one simple concept: skills over moves. Yet every single dance teacher out there is teaching the dance moves. Please understand that no amount of dance moves will make you look good on the dance floor if they are poorly executed. Yet what happens in a dance class? Dance moves happen in a dance class. And a lot of them, they are stringed together, choreographed to match one specific song. And is that fun to do? Sure, yes. But is it usable outside of class? Not at all. Because how would it work in real life? You would just wait at a party for that one specific song to come on so you can perform a rehearsed dance routine to it. You're not a cheerleader and you're not a backup dancer, so you don't need it. If you are a socially active adult over 25 years old and you just don't want to, or you don't have time to learn by yourself, you want to work closely with me inside my online program, book a free consultation at the link below. I will put it at the top of the description and in the top comment. Let's chat and let's see if we can get you the results you always wanted. Before we dive into tactics, I need you to understand this. In order to feel comfortable dancing at a party, we need dance skills specific for party dancing. That means the ability to dance by yourself, to casually just move your body, to improvise, to freestyle, basically. And if you go to parties now and you feel self-conscious, maybe you don't even want to get onto the dance floor, it just means that right now those skills are not there. You simply don't feel prepared to be on the dance floor. You don't want to look bad doing something, wrong. But it doesn't mean that those skills cannot be built. Anyone can do it, no matter how old you are or how bad you are. So what do I mean by freestyle? What do I mean by party dancing? You have to be able to spontaneously dance to any song, even if you have never heard it before. And you have to be able to do this on your own, meaning without following somebody else's skills. So what are specific skills needed for party dancing? Number 1, we have rhythm. Because even if you know 10, 20 or 50 dance moves, but you cannot do them correctly, how do you think you will feel? If you cannot put them correctly with the music, other people will be able to notice it. And then you will feel self-conscious, you won't enjoy yourself on the dance floor, you will look for excuses to leave. Because how can you enjoy yourself if all you're thinking about as you're dancing is, are my moves on beat? Do people notice that I don't know what I'm doing? That's not going to be fun. Or even worse, when you're dancing with a partner, when you just freestyle together, you're facing each other, there's a lot of leading and following happening. But they're not going to want to follow you if your rhythm is off, because that will mean that they will be dancing incorrectly. And if you don't have rhythm skills, you will not be able to follow them as well. So rhythm is super important. It's kind of like if you are learning a new language and you know the words, aka you know the dance moves, but you don't know grammar. So when you speak to someone who is using that language on a day-to-day basis, you won't feel confident because what you're saying, just the words alone, they won't make sense to the person listening to you. And in turn, it will make you feel self-conscious. So same here, you have to have rhythm in order for the movements that you're doing to make sense on the dance floor. So let's get into the tactics. How do you develop rhythm? It has to start with listening to the music, because dancing, it starts in your brain. In lots of my tutorials, I show you what beat I am dancing on. I identify it for you in the songs. So I either do a snap or a clap, or I show it with a little animation. Start paying attention to these. Don't just watch a tutorial and, follow along mindlessly. What I would do is I would literally analyze the beat in the song, at least the song in the tutorial that I'm using. And I do these exercises with my clients in my online program basically every day. Because if you cannot hear the beat, if you cannot identify it, how the hell are you supposed to dance to it? Start very simple. Start with one song, and only when you're 100% sure you can hear the beat in it, move on to something else. And stick to Western music. I would recommend anything, top 40, pop, hip hop. These have the loudest snare, which is like the easiest beat for beginners to identify. That's what most of the movements that I teach on my channel are matched to. So start with finding the snare. Having rhythm is so important. One of my clients, Kara, she's confident with her rhythm skills and she feels empowered to be able to dance even after just 2 weeks in my program, which is crazy. Knowing that you're doing the movements correctly with the beat will make you feel confident, which is what we are about. And maybe you already have rhythm. Great. That means it will be much easier for you to learn how to dance. And that brings me to number 2. Another skill that we need for dancing at parties is coordination, aka body control. That's because we use our bodies to dance. We have to be able to use different body parts, whether it's together or separately, to make the movements happen. And when you see people dance, those who look good on the dance floor, they usually move 3-4 different things at once. And you might say, okay, I can move 3-4 body parts at the same time. Great. But the thing is, we have to do it effortlessly. We have to do it without looking like we're thinking about what we're doing. And we have to do it without losing rhythm. Being able to do all 3 requires coordination.
Honestly, I can't see nothing that you can't say. My head's a slow but hard to stay.
And remember when I said that the moves won't look good on you when they are poorly executed? Well, a lot of people, a lot of beginners, they want to start with those fancy looking moves, complex ones that require a ton of coordination when their coordination is kind of on level 1. So if you attempt the advanced movements prematurely, they won't look good on you. Advanced moves only will look good on advanced dancers, period. So everyone I notice wants to start with movements such as body roll. Well, your body ain't ready for no body roll yet. It doesn't mean that you won't be able to do it. Absolutely, you will. It will just take time building that coordination up to the point where you can handle a movement like that and look good. So now on to the strategy. How do we build coordination, you might ask? Well, in my program, and this is what I've always been using, teaching many people how to do this, including myself, we have to do it gradually. I use the system that I call building blocks, or adding layers. You always want to start with the lower body, whether it's footwork or moving just the knees or moving just the hips. Sometimes, this is the part of the body that we move without including the footwork. You have to be comfortable matching the lower body movements to the beat before you start adding the upper, because usually the upper body will mess you up. When you're just starting out and you see a movement like this,
Nothing that you can't say.
you don't want to start with a movement like that. You start here. This is the lower body, right? I'm just moving the feet. Only after you have this much down, you can start adding another layer, which is the hip up and over. So now you're doing 2 things at once, and it already will make it so much more difficult. Only when you have that going on, add the arms. You see, that's why each body part is a building block that I'm stacking together gradually. And this doesn't mean that you learn all of this and you practice all of this in one day. It might mean that depending on what your level is, if you're just starting out, even the footwork alone might take you a week of practicing, and that's okay. Only when you're ready, add the next body part. Only after you have better coordination, you will move on to the version on the right. So what coordination does is it will make you look natural dancing. And one of my clients, Esther, she started with zero coordination, not looking natural at all. And now, after we built it, she's getting compliments from her boyfriend. What a confidence boost, right? Another client of mine, Susan, here you can see her doing the same move. On the left, it's prior to having coordination, and on the right, after we built it. Not only she can add the arms, she moves her head, she's smiling without losing the beat, and she's doing it so seamlessly. And by the way, if you struggle with one skill or both skills, rhythm and coordination, you should be booking a free strategy session with me right now. We'll be able to see how the strategy applies to your specific situation. And maybe you can join Susan, you can join Esther and hundreds of clients currently in my online program, so we can get you the same transformation. The link again is below this video at the top of the description and in the top comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.